You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Bishop. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. It's going to be unbelievable.
The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters, this is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Lyndon King Arthur, fighting as a light heavyweight, 78.5 kilos, 188 centimeters tall, with a reach of 189. And in this corner, it's Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards, 180 centimeters tall, with a 70.9-inch reach.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
And here comes Lyndon King Arthur. Over half of his wins have come by way of knockout. Fights out of Manchester, United Kingdom. Lerone seemed to entertain the crowd.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, here is an Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion, Lyndon King Arthur. Fighting out of the blue corner from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion, Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place. You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home. You've got everything on a plate.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. Here we go for round one. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They block the left there. Counter punch caught him clean. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. And he misses with that straight left. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Failing to score with that right hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Which fighter will, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Arthur in that last round. That was almost a...
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Big, deep breaths. You stay focused now. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out in it for one shot at a time. Set him up. Would you take him out? He's too tired. He's not getting back up. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, and you were still letting your power. What are you doing? You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work. Around. Get back behind your jab basics. Get your rhythm back. Then we go doing what you're doing. Gaps will appear. Around. Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Stay focused. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
And there's the bell to start round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the ropes because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Counter punches have to hurt. He blocks the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Unlucky to miss with that jab. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a matchmaker.
They exchange punches. That hook just can't find the target. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Incredible work rate. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Arthur in that last round. After what we saw in that last round,
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Focus on what you're doing. Good work. Don't be looking at the one shot at a time. Slap into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win the round and go. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your timing already. That right hand, beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Very light, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Doing good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. Gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop it. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah? It's boxing back together. You got
time winding down as we get set for another round.
That's it. Start sticking a few bodies in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible.
Let's get it started in round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
His stamina is off the charts. He threw a punch and just got countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Is he gonna punch himself out though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Arthur in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Win the round on the jab. Breathing is great work. I love that. I love that. That go out there and let's reset. Forget about it. Will appear. Just stay focused. Don't let him back until you win this next round for me, kid. You've done all your work all the way through Kane. Get this boxing back together. Get your mind back on the job. It's a terrible. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Break round. You're way better than this guy. You're way better. He's not in landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't. You've been coasting this fight and now you're going to let him get back in. Just get him on the end of the jab.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Vary up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Break.
On to the fourth we go. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Misses with the straight left. Holding nothing back here in the round. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He misses with that straight left. He blocks that jab. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A swing and a miss with the left hook. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Arthur in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Good work. Good work out there, kid. They're just looking out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab and great work. Stay focused and let him back into the fight, kid. Great round. You're doing good, kid. You're doing good. Same again. Don't change too much. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your time in already. Then right. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back in there. Vary it up. Great work. You think I'm to make mistakes and you switch it off. I need you to.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back.
There's the bell to start round 5. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Has to be careful